Hey guys, it is Last Rohican coming at you with another video. This time, a little bit different from the reviews. We're actually going to go back to some tutorials and tips. This is going to be for Cusco / the Inca in Europa for patch 1.37, which is really the Winds of Change DLC. And so a ton of new features came to the Americas along with some other places as well, but that's why we're focusing on the Inca today. If you want a super immersive guide to really walk through every single facet of the Inca playthrough, and after this you feel like you didn't get enough, I highly recommend checking out Corbet's guide. It is a very in-depth 40-minute guide. I'll drop a link in the description just so you can take a look at it for yourself. So that's where, if you're feeling like you need more, I would definitely check that out. If you're already feeling a little bit comfortable with playing as a Native American or South American, this guide might be enough for you. The first tip is that in the beginning, your manpower is very, very weak. You need to rely on mercenaries to do your heavy lifting to keep your main army focused elsewhere. And you need to also try to keep Pachahuti alive as long as possible to get all the extra benefits for his mana points. Especially early on, you need to focus on lowering your autonomy whenever you can, but not overdoing it. Not only does this give economic and manpower benefits, but you also get 5 extra points to your Inca authority every time you lower it. Just make sure that you're not lowering your autonomy when you're already at 100. Your first reform should be core creation reduction. After that, it doesn't matter too much, though I'd recommend the colonizer, and you should keep your national focus on admin until you complete your first idea, which is expansion ideas. As mentioned, expansion should be your first idea because you're going to want to expand as much as possible and dev up as much as possible. A military idea should be your second. I personally recommend defensive, but it's really going to be up to the player and their style. If you're looking to expand and play wide, then exploration should be your third if you're looking to do the Sunset expansion, or it can be something like economy. I know economy isn't always focused, especially for playthroughs, but considering how many gold mines you're going to have, that gold mine depletion reduction modifier is going to be very important. Around the late 1400s, early 1500s, you should be ready to find the European settlers, which is likely either going to be Portugal or Spain. When that is the case, you're going to want to save up as much mana points as you possibly can, and you're going to want to tech up sparingly aside from admin. I typically recommend that for Diplo and military, you don't go past tech level 3 until you find the European settlers. Once you find them, you're going to want to have a core piece of land next to a core European colony. Then you can reform and you'll catch up rapidly. After you have caught up, you need to place a colony in Mesoamerica, as close to Mexico as you possibly can get. After that, you need to conquer everyone in sight. The gold mines here will continue to boost your economy and have you gain an edge over the European settlers. You also don't want to allow them to get it because otherwise they will get too overpowered and destroy your empire. During your Mesoamerica conquest, you're also going to want to focus on kicking out as many of the European colonies as possible. It doesn't hurt to let them colonize the land and do all that expensive work for you, but you want to make sure that they don't establish a strong foothold in South America. And if you can avoid it, also fighting them off in North America as well. This will give you an inherent defensive advantage when they ever try to invade you. It's more than likely a European nation will declare war on you eventually, and it's likely going to be Spain. They're super aggressive against Native American nations. When that happens, you're going to want to build as many naval batteries around your continent as possible. They not only add attrition, but they slow down disembarking time, which can give you time to sweep in and take out those ships. It also doesn't hurt to eventually forge an alliance with some European ally, because that way you won't be perceived as weak by the AI, and they will also have a European nation to fight rather than it being a completely defensive war on your end. And that's it. With these tips, you should be well on your way to global dominance. I'm not a world conquer kind of player, but I think Inca is a very well-suited nation to do that, so hopefully this helps out. Like I mentioned, if you really felt like you needed more to understand a successful Inca playthrough, definitely check out the link in my description for Corbett. He does a much more in-depth guide. definitely watch it. I think he's really interesting when he does his strategy videos. But that's all I have. And as always, this is Last Rohican. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like and subscribe button. But otherwise, take it easy.